Do you know that relationships is the core of your business? Regardless what business you're in, we all have three specific types of relationships. We have those with our clients and our leads. We have other ones for our JV partners and other ones for our mentors. So stay tuned as we talk about how to build lifelong, authentic business relationships. Hi, I'm Cindy J, the Visibility Wiz, and today on Biz Success in 15, we are going to be speaking about how to build lifelong, authentic business relationships. Now, there are three different types of relationships that you have. You have those with your customers and leads, your potential customers. You have other ones with your partners. These are the other experts in your industry that you collaborate and partner with for a variety of reasons. And thirdly, you have your mentors those that you look up to learn and grow your business. So there's 5 steps to building authentic business relationships. So the first one is treat people like they're your friends and family. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Just ask yourself, how do you want to be treated? This is treating people with mutual respect. It's also not trying to manipulate them. It's not trying to shove something down their throat. It's showing them your love and your concern. So, number one, it's always the key. Treat people like your friends and family. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's a huge, huge, huge thing. Step number 2 is choose to only work with your ideal clients. So, who are your ideal clients? Your ideal clients are way, way, way more than an avatar of their demographics. Your ideal client meshes with you. They are one that you would want to go out to dinner with, that you'd want to go just chill together, right? There's somebody that you really like. What do you love about them? What do they love about you? What are their hobbies? What do they spend their time doing? What gets them up at 3 o'clock in the morning? What are their challenges, their frustrations, their fears? What are their dreams? Why do they like you? This is huge. Why does your ideal client like you? What's attracting them to you? You and your ideal clients, you're meant to be and you are attracted to each other magnetically. However, there's certain characteristics that both of you have that make that attraction possible. So, what is it that draws them to you? Is it your authenticity? Is it your knowledge? Is it your laugh? Is it your jokes? Is it that you're funny? Is it your mistakes? I know that sounds sort of funny, but one of my first mentors, Gina Gabellini, I was really drawn to her because she would make mistakes. She would tell you about her mistakes and she would laugh about them. And I thought, wow, if she can be successful and she makes all these mistakes, so can I. Right? So it's the personality. Really get down and dirty and know what your ideal client's personality is. What do they love about you? Second, what do you love about them? Do you love that they're an action taker? Do you love that they are able and willing to pay for your services? Do you love the fact that they give you referrals? What is it that you love about them? Do you love the fact that they love nature or that they're good parents or they want to be good parents or they're really concerned about their health? There's numerous things whenever you sit down. I always say, whenever you think of your ideal client, you want to be just as specific as if you were writing an avatar about your ideal partner. Their characteristics, their traits, what their likes, their dislikes, etc. And just as one person is not the perfect partner for everyone, one client is not the perfect client for everyone, and vice versa. Step number 3, partner with other businesses. So you want to, again, create relationships with other businesses that serve the same target market as you. Now, the target market is different than your ideal client. The target market is one that is going to, this is the big pond that everybody's in. So my target market is coaches, authors, and speakers. That's a huge pot, right? So therefore, I can choose to partner with other businesses that also target coaches, authors, and speakers. And that's because I know that in this big pond, in this big target market, my ideal client's going to be in there. Now, the good thing is, if I have partnered with other visibility coaches, they're going to have people in their community that isn't ready to work with them, but is drawn to me and will work with me, and vice versa. I will have people in my community that aren't ready or willing for whatever reason to work with me, but I really want to work with one of my partners. So this creates a win-win-win situation. It's a win for the clients because they get introduced to different people and you're really allowing them the opportunity to find the right mentor for them. Number two, it's a win for you because the person you're partnering with is sharing their community with you, which will increase your email list and increase your clientele. And the same with your partner. It's a win for them because it increases their email list, increases their clientele. So you want to partner with other businesses and you want to create a win-win-win relationship. In working with other partners, you want to ask yourself if you serve the same audience, number one. Number two, do you like them? Is this somebody that you would want to go hang out with? Do their beliefs and values align with yours? Do you agree with what they teach? Because if you don't agree with what they teach, they're not a partner, regardless how much you may like them. So ask yourself these questions when thinking about other experts that you're going to partner with. You partner with them in places like uh, giveaways, summits, sharing each other's gifts in your emails, sharing each other's webinars and programs, etc. All of this, and I'll go into this more deeper on another episode, but working with partners is a great way to build your business and build those authentic relationships. When you share other people with your clientele, they trust you more and they're like, this person is really concerned about me and my well-being and what I want, not just about me paying them for their services. Just like in Miracle on 34th Street, whenever Santa Claus sends everybody to the other store, and which increased their sales and their revenue, the same will happen in your business. Step number 4 is stay true to your personal and business values. Stay true to yourself. Don't change your beliefs or your values because of somebody else. You need to stay true to them. The more you stay the more you stay true to your business beliefs and values and your personal beliefs and values, the more profits you're going to make, because this is going to help people trust you because they know who you are and what you stand for just by what you're doing. And part of this is setting boundaries. You need to set boundaries with your clients, with your partners, with everybody. Boundaries is a huge part of creating a fun and profitable business. With your clients, especially if you're a new coach, you might think, "Oh, I will work whenever my client wants me to." I did this when I first started. I had a client at 10 o'clock at night. I am not a night person, but she was like, "This is the only time I can coach." And then my mentor asked me, would a car dealership open up at midnight just to sell you a car? Would a dentist open up at midnight if that's whenever you said that's the only time you could go visit them? Would your hairdresser open up at midnight, or a masseuse, or any other of the thousands of businesses out there? And the answer is no. So you need to set boundaries. You need to know what your core message is. So therefore, you're working with partners that's with your core message. You need to set your hours and stick to your hours with all of your clients and even with your partners. If you have every Fridays set off just to write, then don't be scheduling calls on Fridays and don't with partners or with clients. This is setting boundaries and maintaining them. It's so very important. And whenever you set boundaries and you keep these boundaries, you maintain them, and you don't can constantly make exceptions to it, this is staying true to your personal and business beliefs and values. This is you being authentic with who you are and how you want to build your business. Number 5 is focus on relationship value, not transactional value. And this is a huge one. Focus on relationship value, not transactional value. Don't think, oh, I'm going to partner with this person because they have a 50,000 email list and they can give me all this stuff. It's okay that, we don't really agree on how business should be, how we should present our business to our clients. It's okay that we don't align with our personal beliefs and values. No, 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 no. It's not that way. Because remember, whoever you hang out with, people are going to see you like them. And if you don't like this other person, you don't want to be associated with them because it's going to hurt you one way or another. Because if people know what you stand for and all of a sudden you start having people promote you or you start interviewing people who don't align with what you stand for, it builds mistrust in the subconscious minds of people that are watching you. They may not actually be able to put their finger on it, but they know something's off. We've all heard of the know, like, and trust factor. But the bottom line is people, if they trust you, they may not know and like you a whole lot yet, but if they trust you, they'll do business with you. But people can know and like you and not do business with you because for whatever reason, they don't trust you. And that trust is huge. It's a huge factor in you being authentic and you building those authentic relationships with every single person within your business. The same with your mentors, with your customers, your leads, your collaborative partners, all of these people you need to be the same person with. You need to stand for the same message. You need to stay true to who you are. That's huge. So whenever you're focusing on that relational value and you really care more about how the two of you mesh together than how much money you're getting, you will be more profitable and you will have more space and more love and peace in your own life. For instance, focusing on relational value. If you have a client, and I did have a client from hell, let's say, I always say that I was a confused child listening to my mother's New York accent and everybody on her side of the family, and listen to my father's Southern accent and everybody's on his. I went through speech therapy through the 7th grade. To this day, there are some things that I pronounce wrong, and in my head, I believe I'm saying them right, but I don't. So this has been a lifelong challenge of mine, is pronouncing things correctly. Most people, the people that love me, they don't even hear the mispronunciations, right? They just fill it in their subconscious because that's what we do for people that we like and that we love. We just fill it in our subconscious heads, with what it is they're saying or what it is they mean. Now, when I first started coaching, I had this client. Every single week when I coached her, she would start yelling at me some point in the conversation about the way I pronounced something. And she especially berated me for the way I pronounced woman and woman. So I would hang up from these coaching calls and I would just be in tears. And it's like, my gosh, I'm trying so hard to pronounce things correctly. And in my head, they sound right whenever I say them, but they're not right. And it was horrible. It was horrible. I thought, I'm just going to quit coaching if people are going to be so judgmental of me. And then my coach told me, fire her. I said, huh? I can fire her? She goes, yes, fire her. Because if she's so hung up on the way you pronounce things, she's not getting any value from you. And it's making you miserable, and it's not serving either of you. So I spoke to this client, and we very nicely mutually agreed that working with each other was not beneficial for either of us. So I let her out of her contract. I always have my clients sign contracts, my personal one-on-one clients, but I'm never going to hold somebody hostage. That is something in my personal integrity and my personal values. I know other coaches that have charged, they even taken people to court to pay off contracts and things like that. And that's just not me. Like, if I'm not serving you, then I don't want your money. And I'm definitely not going to take you to court if you decide that I'm not the right mentor for you. So therefore, with this, it wasn't beneficial to her, it wasn't beneficial to me. Our relational value, or the transactional value was not worth it to either of us. So therefore, we had to focus on the relational value, which we really didn't mesh. She was not my ideal client, and I do know for a fact that she did find a coach that really helped her. And that's great. When you have somebody and you don't mesh, step up and give them referrals to other people that might be able to help them. How great is that, to give somebody a referral, to know that you're truly honoring and serving somebody, because you're not meant to serve everybody in the world. I always say, thank God I'm not meant to serve everybody in the world. That would be completely exhausting to me. So such a core part of your business is the relationships within your business. So again, you always want to build lifelong, authentic business relationships with everybody. This is your customers, your leads, your partners, and your mentors. And the way you do that is, step 1, treat people like they're your friends and family. Step 2, choose to only work with your ideal clients. Step 3, partner with other experts in your industry. Step 4, stay true to your personal and business beliefs and values. Step 5, focus on relational value, not transactional value. So this week, I want you to review what is a transactional value to you and what's a relational value. Think of 10 or more ways that you can add value to your business relationships in the different categories. So with that, stay tuned next week for another episode of Biz Success in 15. Big hugs. Bye-bye.